Let's talk about an easy LeetCode question today called best time to buy and sell stock. It is worthwhile to notice that this is the first problem in a series of similar ones, which we will gradually cover in the later videos. In this question, you are given a list of stock prices, one for each day, and your goal is to buy the stock on the day, then sell the stock on the other day while maximizing the profit. If there is no profit you can make, 0 should be returned instead. There are two given constraints. The length of the prices is at most 10 to a fifth, and all the prices are within 10 to a fourth. Let's now talk about the solutions. Intuitively, people might want to find the minimum and maximum prices in the array and directly do the subtraction in order to get the max profit. However, this won't work because the sell date needs to happen strictly after the buy date. What should we do then? Let's start with some brute force approaches and observe which part of the calculations could be saved. For example, I might want to just enumerate all the pairs of the buy and sell dates to find out the max profit I can get. Let's say we have for I from 0 to n minus 1, where n is the length of the array. And j is basically the sell date will be I plus 1 to n minus 1. Within this for loop, we want to keep updating the max profit we can get. This value is default to 0. Now, the max profit equals to max, the max profit itself, and the prices of the sell date minus the prices of the buy date. By doing this, we will get the max profit. And the complexity of this algorithm runs in n squared because we have two for loops. Now, how can we speed up this solution? At this moment, every buy price, we need to enumerate all the possible sell prices in order to find out the highest price and get the max profit. It seems that there are lots of repeated calculations. In fact, if we have a price array here, assuming that we already know the maximum value from I plus 2 to n minus 1, and want to know the maximum value between I plus 1 to n minus 1, we'll basically use this value and do the maximum between these values and the prices at I plus 1. To make it more obvious, let's say we have a new list which is named maxed sell prices, where I plus 1 keeps the maximum value from I plus 2 to n minus 1. So this guy going to here. Now I want to update the i's value. What will we do? In order to update this value, you will need to do the maximum between this guy, I plus 1, and this guy, I plus 1. Let me just write it down. So the max sell prices of I equals to the maximum of max sell prices I plus 1, and the prices of I plus 1. In other words, once we have this max sell prices preprocessed, we can actually remove this for loop and directly calculate the max profit by maximizing max profit itself and the max sell prices at I minus prices I. Now, the preprocess of this array takes O(n) time, and this for loop also takes O(n) time. So eventually, this is our O(n) solution. Now let's move on to the code implementation. We are going to mainly write down the pseudocodes that we discussed earlier. Let's first define the length of the array as n. Now I'm going to introduce the max sell prices array, which is default to 0 for everything in there. Now I need to iterate all the index till n minus 1. The reason that we don't care about the last max sell prices is because max sell prices array maintains the highest sell price from I plus 1 to n minus 1. In other words, at the very last day, we don't need to maintain this value anymore. So we can just keep it as 0. Remember that we need to do it from right to left. Max sell prices at index is going to be max sell prices index plus 1 and prices index plus 1. So this preprocessing is going to take O(n) time. Afterwards, I would like to know the max profit I can get. I will deploy it to 0. Now I will look through the array again. We don't need to care about the very last day. If I did buy something at the very last day, I don't have a chance to sell it, right? So we can just iterate index from 0 to n-1. The max profit will be the maximum of max profit, max sell prices index itself, where it keeps the highest value from index +1 to n-1 minus prices index. Eventually, we'll return the max profit here. Now let's check if it works. Yep, it passes 2 cases here. Now let's do the summation. Also, here you are. So it beats around 45% of users, and that's the end of this video. Thank you for watching.